Hi guys, Madhu this side, and today I'm going to discuss on how I got insane results with YouTube ads, guys. So first I'll log into my dashboard. Okay, so I'll sign into my account. So what I'll do is I'll explain you the fundamentals as well as we'll do the practicals side by side. Okay, so I'll click on my campaign account over here. Alright, so what is the first step? To segment your ad data by device in YouTube ads, so you can use the device filter in the segment drop down menu in the column section of the reporting tab in your YouTube ad account, right? So what is important is you have to segment your ads data by device. Okay, so you have to use the device filter in this segment drop down menu, right? Okay, so I'll open the campaign over here. Okay, I click on campaigns tab. Okay, so I'm on the campaigns tab over here. So here you'll have multiple options. You can have search, segment, column, reports, download, expand, right? So see, we want to do the segmentation part, so I click on segment over here, right? So here it is. So if you click on device, okay, see, here it is. So now this will actually tell me your ad was shown how many times on computer, mobile phone, tablet, right? So the campaign is just being active, right? So after 24 hours the results start getting displayed, right? So this is how you can do the segmentation part. Okay, so now next step is you have to go to your YouTube ad account and click on the reporting tab. In the column section you can click on the segment drop down menu and select the device. Your ad data will now be segmented by device and you'll be able to see how your ads are actually performing on different devices such as computer, tablets and smartphone, right? So then you can actually segment your data by other criteria such as geography, gender, age, and more by selecting the appropriate option from the segment drop down menu. Okay, so this is something very important, right? So I'll show it to you how it is done. So you can click on the reports tab over here, and in the reports tab you'll have multiple options like basic, time, conversion, label, location, right? So this is how you can do the segmenting part, like how many conversions you got from which particular source, right? Okay, so in conversion you have conversion category, conversion action name, conversion source, store visit. So you actually get to know, okay, so which devices are actually getting you more conversions and which are not. Okay, so this is something important for you guys to understand. To estimate the conversion rate per device on YouTube ads, you can follow the steps. You can go to your YouTube ad account and click on the reporting tab, okay, which I have shown you. In the column section, you can click the segment drop down menu and select device. Okay, in the metrics section, you can select conversions as the primary metric and impression as the secondary metric. Okay, so here it is, as we discussed here. Okay, so on the reporting tab, you have multiple drop downs here. Okay, so these is something very important, conversion category, conversion action name, conversion source. I click on conversion source over here. Okay, so I click on okay. So see, the campaign is just being active, right? So once your campaign start performing, you get to know from which is the most effective conversion source for your YouTube ads campaign as well. All right, so this is something important for you to understand. Okay, so I'll go to back. All right, your ad data will be displayed in a table or chart showing the number of conversions and impressions for each device. Then, to calculate the conversion rate for each device, you have to divide the number of conversions by the number of impressions for that device and multiply by 100. For example, it could be you might have 50 conversions and 1000 impressions for computers. Conversion rate for computer would be 5%. Okay, 50 conversion, 1000 impressions for computers, right? So then you can use the conversion rate metric in the metric section, which will automatically calculate the conversion rate for you. I hope this is pretty clear. The formula is very simple, so you need to understand that pretty easily. Okay, so now to separate your campaign by device in YouTube ads, you can actually use the device targeting option when setting up the campaign. Now you might be wondering, how can I do it? It's pretty simple. You have to sign in to your Google Ads account, click the plus button icon to create a new campaign, or you can select an existing campaign to edit. Then click the setting tab in the left hand menu. Under the device section, click the edit button. So I'll show it to you how this is done. Okay, so for your guidance, I'll open again ads.google.com. Pretty simple, guys. Open this URL. Okay, click on sign in. Again, I'm explaining this to you, so how this is actually done, so you can understand very easily. Yes, again, click on a manager's account. All right. Okay, then what you have to do is you have to go to your actual account and then click on the campaigns tab. Okay, so I click on my campaigns tab here. Okay, so actually if I click on the campaigns tab, if I scroll down here, see, I have followed the step 1. Step 2 I'm going to follow now. I click on the settings tab. Okay, I click on account settings. Yeah, you'll have different options: campaign setting and account settings. I'll show it to you how this is done. Okay, so see, you need to understand the features when it comes to account settings. You will have account name, account status, data protection, time zone, auto tagging, tracking, call reporting, lead form, ad terms, and customer match. So you have to go to campaign settings. Okay, okay, so in campaign setting, what options we have? Campaign name. Okay, then campaign status, marketing objective, what we have selected, budgets and dates, network we selected, languages, locations, bid strategy we selected as target CPM, that's cost per impressions here. Okay, then I click on additional settings here. Okay, if in additional settings I'll have goals devices. So this is something important, guys. You have to set specific targeting for devices here. Okay, so now I would like to understand here. See, what I specified here is click the edit menu here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just click on computers and mobile phone, because I would like to have conversions for computers and mobile phones. So I'm going to segment the campaign, one for computers, one for mobile phones. So what you can do is you can create 2 separate campaigns when you're setting up a YouTube ads campaign over here as well. I hope this is pretty clear. Yeah, then you can click on save. From the device drop down menu, you can choose desktop and mobile option, which I have already explained. Then use the toggle switches to select which device you want to target. You can choose to target all devices or select specific devices such as computers, tablets, and smartphone. Click the save button icon to apply your changes. Then you have to keep in mind that you can also create separate campaign for desktop and mobile devices. If you want to have more granular control over your targeting, this can be useful if you want to create different ad creators or different audiences for each device type. So you can create your campaign, one for computers, one for your mobile campaign, but the ad creator will be completely different. Okay, so this is something very important that you have to understand. Okay, now we will discuss on how are you actually going to allocate budget based on performance in YouTube ads, right? To allocate your budget based on performance in YouTube ads, you can use the optimize for conversions option in your campaign settings, right? So which I'll tell you. This will allow Google Ads to automatically adjust your bid for each auction to try and get the most conversion for your budget. Alternatively, guys, you can manually adjust your bid for individual keyword or placement based on their performance. To do this, you simply have to use the bid strategy option in a campaign settings and select target cost per acquisition. That's called CPA, right? With this option, you can set a target CPA and Google Ads will automatically adjust your bids to try and meet this target. So how this is done, I'll show it to you. Okay, so I go back over here. Okay, so I'll click on the campaigns tab here. I click on all campaigns. I create a new campaign for you. Okay, plus new campaign. Okay, so I'll say as product or brand concentration here. I'll select video. I'll select influence concentration. Continue. Okay, so once I have a campaign here, okay, so here you'll have multiple options when I create different campaign objectives, CPV. Okay, so this is cost per view, right? Okay, so now if I go here, create new campaign, I'll click on leads here, right? So if I click on leads, I click on continue. Okay, so I'll say as video, then drive conversions, click on continue. So here you could see, guys, select your bid strategy here, right? Maximize conversions, target CPA, correct? So you can select as target CPA as your bid strategy. So your bid strategy will vary on which particular campaign objective you are going to select. All right, guys. So now it is a good idea to regularly review the performance of an ad and make adjustment as needed. For example, you could notice that certain keywords or placement are not performing well. You can decrease your bid or pause the ad to stop showing it. On the other hand, if you notice that certain keywords or placement are performing well, you can increase your bid to try and get more impression and conversion from those particular areas as well. There are several ways to optimize your video creator for desktop campaign. Now we'll discuss the optimization of your content, right? You have to keep it short and sweet. People tend to have more attention, okay, when it comes to online video, right? So they have very short attention span, right? Okay, so it's important that you keep your video creative as short as possible while still getting a message across. You have to aim for a length of video which is around 30 seconds to 1 minute. Then you have to use eye-catching visuals. Use high quality, visually appealing images and graphics to grab the viewer's attention and keep them engaged. Then you have to include a clear call to action. You have to make it easy for viewers to take the next step by including a clear call to action. What are the CTAs? It could be learn more, sign up now at the end of the video, right? Now, next is you have to use captions. Many people watch videos with the sound off, so it is a fantastic idea to include caption to ensure that your messages are still conveyed if the viewer cannot hear the audio. Then you have to test and optimize. You have to use A/B testing to determine which version of your video creator performs the best, and actually continuously you have to keep testing and optimizing your campaign to improve the performance. You have to follow these best practices for desktop video ad format. You have to follow the guidelines for file size, length and dimension to ensure that your video ad is properly formatted and will display correctly on desktop devices as well. Then you have to optimize your video creator for mobile campaigns as well. You have to test different aspect ratio. Different aspect ratio can work better on different devices, guys, right? So you have to try testing different ratios to see which one performs the best. Then you have to use a compelling thumbnail. The thumbnail is what people see when they come across your video in their feed. Make sure it is eye-catching and relevant to the video. Then you have to optimize for mobile delivery here. Alright guys, make sure the video is properly encoded and delivered to ensure it plays smoothly on mobile devices. Now I'll go back to the YouTube section here. Alright, so see, if I just type last mile delivery software, okay, see, this is a compelling thumbnail actually users will see in the feed here, right? Okay, so see, these are fantastic thumbnails here. So see, this is being created by FreeTruth here. Alright guys, how to deliver your product with ease and reduce delay, compelling thumbnail. So this is going to be displayed in the YouTube news feeds here. Alright guys, so I suggest that you should have a fantastic thumbnail because this is something which is going to help you to improve your CTR, right? So you need to have a very good YouTube title, you know, so your hook should be there in your title, then your description should have USPs, and you have to integrate a primary keyword and secondary keyword here. Alright, and then you should also have the thumbnail as well. Okay, alright guys, Then you have to film your videos for desktop campaign with an aspect ratio of 60:9. Your ad should be in 1080p quality. The campaign banner should be 300 pixels by 60 pixels. Then you have to have a high quality of video ad which conveys trust and professionalism. Alright guys, with this I end my presentation. If ever you need any kind of help or assistance, you can be in touch with me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is +91 98502 76340, or you could send me an email at seomadhur@gmail.com as well. Okay, so definitely let me know if you need any help. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.